Hey kids, it is so good to see you. And I just want you to know that everyone here at Word of Life on the Kids Life team, we miss you. And even though we can't physically be together, we just want you to know that we are praying for you and that we are praying for you and your family. You know what? As I was thinking about this video, I just was like, God, help me. I don't know what to tell the kids. What can I say that would encourage them? And God gave me a special word. And do you know what that word is? Faith. We know what faith is. Faith is trusting God. Even though we can't see him, even though we can't touch him, we know that God is real and we have faith and we trust him. And I was thinking about this and thinking about all the Bible stories, that we've read. And you know what? The Bible has a lot to say about faith. And in Mark chapter 4, Jesus and his disciples were in a big storm. And that storm talks about faith. And so I want us to watch it. Let's see what happens.
Hey kids, have you ever seen a really big storm? Maybe there was bright lightning, loud thunder, and lots of rain. Did it scare you? In this lesson, we're going to take a look at what happened to Jesus and his disciples when they got caught in a big storm. Jesus and his disciples were caught in a big storm on a lake. They were all sailing across the sea on a boat when suddenly a big storm hit. There was big waves everywhere and it was getting really dangerous. The disciples were getting really scared and had no idea what to do. The disciples were so afraid that they woke up Jesus. Wait a second. Jesus was sleeping during this huge storm? The huge, scary storm that was tossing the boat all over? And he was just sleeping through it? He must have been really tired or must have been really, really relaxed. And you know who wasn't relaxed at all? The disciples. They thought they were about to die, so they woke up Jesus and asked him to help them. Jesus spoke to the wind and waves, and the storm stopped. All Jesus had to do was to tell the wind and waves to be still, and they listened. How crazy is that? Jesus can stop a storm by just speaking. After he calmed the storms, the disciples realized that he wasn't just a normal guy. They recognized he was God, and they knew he was worth following. And kids, we can learn a pretty cool lesson from this. Jesus has the power to calm any storm at any time. And that's what the disciples realized. They saw that Jesus was more powerful than anything. And this story helped them to have even more faith. Memory verse. Then he asked them, "Why are you afraid? Do you still have no faith?" So kids, next time you get caught in a big storm and you want to run and scream and panic, remember this story. Whether it's lightning or thunder or hard times, Jesus will calm you through the storm.
Wasn't that video great? You know what? The disciples, most of them were fishermen, and most of them were used to storms. But this must have been a really big storm. So they woke up Jesus. And you know what? Jesus could sleep because Jesus knew that he was the Son of God. He knew that he was powerful over anything. And so when Jesus woke up, he just said, "Wind and waves, be quiet." And guess what? They were. You know, I think about that in our own lives, right? So I have a couple of balloons here, and I want to illustrate something for you. So my first balloon, I'm going to call Joe, and I'm going to light this candle because that's going to represent the storms in our lives, right? Okay. I'm going to be safe, so I'm going to put on my safety glasses, okay? All right, so this first balloon is Joe. And Joe has said, "I like my life the way it is, and I don't care about Jesus. I don't want to follow Jesus. I'm going to do my own thing." And so he does his own thing. And a storm comes. And when the storm comes, Joe pops. Because he just did his own thing. I have another balloon. Now this balloon, I think we'll call it Abigail. So I'll put some eyes on her, and a nose, and a mouth. And Abigail, Abigail has decided, I love Jesus. I want Jesus to live in my heart. And I want to follow Jesus. And guess what? Abigail does that. And a storm comes along. A storm comes along, and Abigail, what happens? She doesn't pop. She doesn't pop. She's able to stand it because she knows that Jesus will protect her and that Jesus is powerful over any storm. Isn't that incredible? So, this week, I want you to think about that. I want you to have faith and trust and know that Jesus is the one who can protect you and your family over any storm. So, before I go, can we pray together? Close your eyes. Dear Jesus, thank you because you are the Son of God and because you are so powerful and that you're powerful over any storm. Jesus, thank you. Thank you. And thank you that you live inside me. And Jesus, I want to follow you. And I want you to live in my heart. And I believe that you came from heaven. And I believe that you are the Son of God. And that you came to save me. And I want you to save me, Jesus. And thank you, Jesus. And I pray all of this in Jesus' name. If you prayed that prayer, kids, Jesus heard it. And if you've never prayed to Jesus, but you prayed that prayer, not only did Jesus hear it, Jesus will come into your heart and he will save you. And Jesus is our protector. And we can trust him and have faith in him because Jesus is good and God in heaven is good. I want you to think about that this week, okay? And then I want you to think about something else. On Sunday, we're going to have a special message for you, just for kids. And so make sure your parents turn in and watch us, okay? All right, guys. We miss you and we love you.